What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning. M3 Sibo, what's up? Hey, Dad. Hey, son, how are ya? Good morning, Rami. How are you, buddy? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Down 7,220 on the day. Well, I guess it's not that bad if you have a multi-million-dollar account. Jokes, jokes. Hopefully you get that back, buddy. Good morning, good morning. What up, Brian? Man, I'm pretty good, Rami. You know, I had a rough night sleeping and I realized what happens when I have a rough night sleeping? It's usually when I don't get enough greens in or potassium. So I upped my potassium last night and bam, fell right asleep. So like I'm really sensitive to that stuff. It's kind of weird. But I fell asleep around 7 a.m. It was horrible. Just one of them nights, you know. Got up 4 hours, 5 hours sleep. I don't know. But I'm feeling pretty good right now. So I took that trade last night. I don't know if you guys watched that trade last night, but I called it around, when was that? Somewhere right in here. Missed one. I didn't want to send another entry, so I lost one and then I made like +5 down here. It's pretty good. Happy Friday, Mark. We have a new trader on Bob, my nephew. His name is Ali. Beautiful, bro. What's up, Ali? How you doing, man? Good to have you with us. Good to have you with us. All right, so we're in a 1 hour block here. And by the way, your uncle is amazing at trading. If that's the same Rami, I'm sure it is. I've not liked this setup at all. Actually, yesterday we did really good. If I look on here, was this all during the YouTube session, or did I do this over on say 12, 4:30, 2:50? Okay, so right after the YouTube session, we were killing it with 5-point stops. Like this one right here, literally went. It was like 8.55, and this one was point. Let's see, what was this? 11? 11 with a 5-point stop is ridiculous. We were killing it over here. Just kind of like... Alright, I'm going to get rid of all of it. Look at that. Oh, all gone. It's kind of sad when I delete my stuff. What's up, Chives? Archives on YT. Go to channel. Let me see what you look like. 2 subscribers. What's up, Michael? How you doing, buddy? Daughter's car broke down. Hey, man, at least you did it for a good cause, right? I'm hoping it comes down deeper into here. If not, it's going to play out this 1 hour. So this kind of is a 1 hour block. Like, this has been really sloppy. Let me explain what I mean by this. I didn't want to sell last night because we have this huge imbalance up here on the 1 hour still that wasn't completely filled. And we had that huge drop yesterday, right? I did sell though. And kind of show you why and, you know, what I was looking at. I was selling like right over here. Yeah. This is the call I put out. Somewhere in this region. Yeah. So basically we had a 15-minute block here. I didn't like the fact that it closed solid up here, but when I gave the call, it was just wicking, right? Didn't love it. Didn't love it. It wanted a little bit more, so I missed that one. I lost that one. And then once it started breaking back down again on the 5, bam, I took it again. And I didn't take it all the way down to here like I was thinking. And I'll give you the answer, reason why. If you look, picked up a 1-9 just a little bit ago using 1-1 strap. Beautiful, bro. Passing evals, failing evals, the usual. Yep. What's your favorite prop firm with end of day drawdown? Well, that's tricky. So Top Step is my ultimate favorite. I just don't like their 50%, but it's not that bad because you could let trades run and go freaking huge. So it's not that horrible, and it creates a buffer. So it's not that bad. I've learned to like Top Step. It's probably the cleanest, easiest to get a payout, probably. Next is Take Profit Trader. The only problem with Take Profit Trader is once you go live, they do have a live trailing for Pro, like the first one. For the like, so on 150K, it's 4,500. Okay. Top Step, well, number one, they're like the oldest that's been around. There's no issues on payouts. Their rules are just so little. Like, I feel like anybody could stay consistent with it. I think you only need 150 a day for 5 days to get a payout, and there's no buffer, right? So it's super easy to get a payout. And it's all end of day. There's no like gimmicky live trailing ever. And I'm not even affiliated with them. They're just the easiest to get a payout. So if you have problems getting payouts, I highly recommend Top Step. Next up is take profit trader, but you just have to get past their buffer one time, and then you're good to go. Then you get daily payouts. And then from there, I mean, Apex is great for practicing. That's what I tell everybody. And we do get payouts with that. We get plenty of payouts from Apex. They just have a lot of rules. So I'm not saying it's the easiest, but they are great for practicing. So it's like a glorified demo account. I mean, they have a 90% off right now for 19 bucks. The problem that you might face is, okay, you're not going to take it as seriously, maybe, as you would at Top Step. So like whenever I'm trading Top Step and Take Profit Trader, it feels like I'm trading my real capital. You know? All right, so real quick, I just wanted you guys to see this. This is what I was looking at yesterday. So this right here wicked out all this and filled a lot of this gap. This came down, filled all this gap, took this liquidity, right? And we took these buys, right? So let's just fast forward. I do feel like it can go lower into this. So we have a situation here. This is the remainder of this fair value gap, hour. And then this is the remainder of this fair value gap. So it could technically go anywhere, any way it wants. Now here's the other situation. We never broke a structure up on the 1 hour. So technically this was just a pullback. So that's why I'm more sell biased right now. I think it could go deeper into this block, maybe even go here first. Because it never broke any structure to create a higher high. This is just a pullback. This is most likely a higher low. Or a lower high, rather. Does that make sense? So really what I'm waiting for here, I want to see what it does right here. If it wicks this area. Now, all right, let's zoom in here. We did. Because this never broke a structure, none of this stuff actually matters. So you got to start playing the chop if you're going to trade. That's just all there's to it. I would much rather tell you, like, if you were my one-on-one student, I'd probably say, don't even trade this right now. And or I would have maybe looked for sells out of this right here. This came up, wick this, and just sell off. So if I had to say, hey, only take your best setups, it'd have been something like that. So let's look into there real quick. Little fair value gap right here and sell. It's really that simple. You just got to know where to look. And always just go for the next liquidity, essentially. You usually do pretty good. See that? Wicked it out. Now you wait again. So I think it pulled back up. Yep. Pulled back up. Look for a new entry. Now, if there's no fair value gap or you don't want to wait for break of structure, you could do it on the 1. Boom. So you could have tried this one, and if this one fails, which I think it did. You just go again. That's if you are just going for liquidity. There we go. Took liquidity. I guess you could have had it to go to that one, but it's just a little riskier. Look, it just goes from liquidity to liquidity to liquidity. It just has to. Now, one of these times, it's going to go for the whole thing, which I think is where we're at right now. We're going for these lows, potentially. If you get stopped, it's okay. Let's see. Now, it might play one of those where it just wicks out this bottom here, and then we have a nice buy. temporary buy. But you got to learn to play the chop if you're going to trade, if you're going to day trade, essentially. Guys, do me a favor and hit the like button under the video. I've just been noticing that we only get like 20 likes, and maybe that's why YouTube's not showing it. If you could just do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and hit the subscription button and the notification bell. I go live every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Been doing this live every day for 6 months now, probably. I got my handy dandy forex. I got to figure out a better solution for this, but just kind of caught off guard. If I put it over here, that kind of ruins the whole thing. So I like having a separate computer for just my forex trades. But what ended up happening is I totally forget I'm even in a trade half the time. So that's not good for business, you know? Not good for business. I mean, that's what stops and stuff are for, but I forget to manage it sometimes. Good morning, thumbs up, beautiful. And just so you guys know, this might sound crazy, but most of my capital is in forex. I've done my best in forex, so I trade all my personal forex. As far as futures go, I trade the same way, you know. Futures, I love the prop firms for leverage, and I don't teach real money trades because I'm not a financial advisor. So I'll teach prop firms all day. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, I know, Millie. I'm considered doing that. I've done that. I could put it top right over here, actually. Maybe I'll do that. I do have a VPS. Let me just... Maybe I'll do that right now. It's just getting kind of annoying. There we go. We took out those lows. Right, I'm on a Mac over here. All right, so we're taking out these lows. We're going to this block down here. Hopefully take out all this, but if not, if it wicks this area, I'm going to go for it out of here. Because that's how you play the chop. So 1 hour is our Ramona. I think you're Ramona. 1 hour is the white blocks. These orangish blocks are fair value gaps. And blue is 15-minute. Okay, I was just showing replay there. 5 minute, I'll do green and red. Mapped the 1 hour, then dropped it down to 5. Pretty much, yeah. What time frames do you chart the blocks on? Yeah. Yep. Just waiting for the push. I got that Windows app installed. Remote connect. Yeah, I don't care about old fair value gaps if they've been closed through at all. But this one right here is a good one. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's just gonna smash right through down to this block, taking out these lows. That could be a good buy. If it comes down here and takes these lows out, oh my gosh, that could be golden. Welcome. TV wall with all my charts. Next. Allow. I'm gonna hit my assistant up and ask him for my VPS information. See how fast he gets to me. All right, good. We're going. That trade would have been amazing. Even with the 56-point stop. See how fast he is. All right. I mean, it could definitely come to 530 for sure. If it just wants this, it could 582 and hold this low. But the problem is that's not a real low. It's like that's a lower low. Take out. So I'm hoping it takes us out. Goes deeper into this block, mitigates more. Oh, we don't need this 1 hour block up anymore. All right. I'm going to clear this out. See what this does with this 5 minute here. He already got me my VPS. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Is this not connected to Rhythmic? Get my quant tower up and there we go. Ooh, I like this. Okay, I'll be entering this on this close potentially. It's a big stop, dang. Remember, it can go deeper, so don't take this if you're weak-minded here. Crap, what account was I trading yesterday? Dang it. Hold up. Well, just now I'm going to be entering on a close right here. If this closes. All right. So you could enter there right now. Okay, I'm entering right now on my my quant tower. Let's see. Also entered on forex, so it ended up being a 80-point stop. Now, mind you, it can come down here and fill this if it's going to go back up. This is, and I would have entered here with you guys. I had to get a different eval up. Got this dang remote screen over here covering my whole dang screen. Hold on. There we are. Let's get this situated. That'll work. Now, remember, this could go deeper. We're seeing if this low holds. If this does work, I mean, it's probably coming for these highs, no problem. But you have to risk accordingly. You can't gamble and freaking just go all in. left that gap. It's kind of, I kind of don't believe they're going to leave that. That'd be kind of silly. So I'll take a few swings at this buy. Friday already. Friday already. No. So, all right. So I had a 5-minute fair value gap here that it wicked instead of closing under. It also hit a 1 hour. It's not even officially a 1 hour block because there's no break of structure like I was showing earlier. It hit this old 1 hour block, but this is already mitigated. So I was kind of hoping it would come lower than here, then look for a buy. But if it's going to reject an area and create a lower, higher low, higher high, I mean, it's not because it never broke structure over here. So it's kind of just, we're playing the chop is all. We wicked this fair value gap. Wick the fair value gap, close strong. We got all this liquidity above here, but it could very well come down here. So again, I told everybody don't enter. It's not like an A+ setup. There's no structure break. You know. You're welcome. It's not even a structure break on the 1 yet, you know? So we got to see what it does right here. Six, 7 people, 29 thumbs up. Come on, hook them up. Yeah, appreciate you guys. She may go lower. Just be careful, guys. Don't play it by the... You guys got to stop caring about, like, oh no, I lost, and then try to get your money back and gamble your life away. It's like, you got to play it by the overall. We did come down into a block. We did do a 3-minute... oh, by the way, Patrick, I got in on the close of this 3-minute inverted fair value gap. Trying to attack liquidity above. So, I mean, you can't ever really go wrong with that. If you lose that trade, it's like, I don't even feel bad. Because, man, when they work, nobody complains. Trust me on that. What's up, Smitty? I will say this: when you start getting fair value gaps, you start inverting them. You're like usually max three trades losses in a row before you hit like a 1 to 10. Like you're that close. So if you lose this, you got to kind of like flip your brain around. Okay, if I lose this trade, the next one's probably going to be the big one. Because it's starting to happen. They're starting to like leave them. They're starting to invert. They're starting to leave them. Then they're starting to invert. And then bam. Just takes out all this. And all that worry and stress and struggle goes away. The only time this is bad is when you over risk. Like when you're like risking too much money and you shouldn't have, and then all of a sudden you're like, dang it, I hate my life, and yada, 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 you know. That's the only time this is bad. Smitty got funded again. Let's go, brother. Good job, man. Congrats. Congrats. What are you funded on? It's like positive, depressing music. What? Positive depression music. Get out of here. Dan Kenley got, dude, both of you guys, Dan and Smitty, got funded yesterday. Congrats. Just saying, both one-on-one students. Just saying. Just saying. No, good job, guys. You are awesome. I see a common denominator there. And Brian Londo, also one-on-one student. Great job, bro. Dude. Beautiful, Brian. You trading 50Ks, guys? And my son yesterday got 2 more 50K top steps. I can't be more proud of this guy, my 18-year-old. Miss Tina. Tina's very close, and she's been very patient. Yeah, it's amazing, guys. Good job. Come on, let's slingshot up, baby. We pulled back, mitigated this fair value gap right here. That's a good rejection. I don't know if it's going to hold. If we can get above this, oh, baby. Don't like that. I wanted to appear. Come on. Notice how I'm not on the 1 chilling. 1 creates a lot of anxiety if you don't use the 1 right. Because you're looking at every single movement of every candle. You could even go to the 5 and be like, all right, I'm just chilling. On the 5, at least it looks like, hey, we might just lose this trade. On the 1, we're looking at like, oh my gosh, no, don't take the low, oh no, and then you're just going up and down. So you might as well just be on the 5 and be like, all right. See what else this guy's got. Bunch of lo-fi music. Try this. Beautiful, Smitty. Come on, let's get that rocket out. Let me put a rocket up. Maybe that'll help. Gotta get a pullback eventually, right? Beautiful. Yeah, I love the Alpha Zero. Good job, man. Grateful to have you with us, man. If I go to gold, yeah, that was my other. That must have been a good short, huh? Let me see how it would have taken this today. It's taking all that liquidity. FBG. Let's see if you would have done something like this. Close of this, maybe. Under here. Stop here. Let's see if that works. Yep. Right there. You also had this liquidity build up. Take these lows. That fails, you just start over. I caught it in Asian. Ah, okay. I like going from liquidity to liquidity personally. Boom. I'd have probably been out right there. Which would have been a great trade. Still stuck here. Speaking of that, where are we at right now? Let me look. Wicking out this low here. That 1 hour. Coming up to 2 o'clock, if that holds, that could be good buys, potentially. At least temporarily. That wick holds. Fair value gap up here. Nice target area. Lower time frame. Do a BOS or 1 minute. %50 fill at least. Still learning to hold longer. I usually just aim for 45% win rate. 1 to 2, 5, 1 to 3. But this year I want to hit the next level. Beautiful. Yeah, I used to do that. Now it's more like, look, where's all the liquidity at kind of vibe. But you have to like look on the higher time frame too. Like, okay, do you think they got enough out of this? You know, this is trying to catch falling knives, but at least if you're scalping, you can get away with it. All right, do what you're gonna do already. Think we're gonna get that rocket, maybe. There we are. Got that, and the gold's starting to push. If you guys took that. Come on. Up, 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 up. We'll see, Roberto. We'll see. Up here, baby. Up here. You've tried forever to get down. You couldn't do it. Let's go up. Seller's exhausted, at least temporarily, I think. It needs more liquidity. Now we're seeing lots of people. It's become really common for like new people to get their first payouts every week in our community. It's pretty cool. First payouts. It used to be like I was addicted to seeing people get funded first. Now we're just getting more and more people getting payouts, which is really cool. So look at that in your own trading career, okay? If you find yourself in a situation where you're able to pass challenges frequently and easier, what happens is like the kind of scale kind of turns where all of a sudden you'll start getting a payout and then all of a sudden you get more payouts and then that becomes the norm, you know? Just becomes easier and easier. Then another shift happens where you don't care if you lose a funded account because you know your overall results with funded. Just a matter of just taking the same stuff over and over again and learning proper risk management, how to handle your personal habits, all that, your emotions. Travis hasn't passed his first eval, so you know how many times I've heard that. I love helping people get past their first, but then that becomes like the next level up. Okay, all right, so we gotta now we gotta get fund, or now we gotta get it's a whole different set of emotions happen once you're funded. Not to scare you off. This isn't bad music. I'm gonna save this one. David Westbury, let's go, man. Hasn't had a losing day in 2 weeks. Currently up 1150k Apex. Beautiful. Oh, you don't even hear music right now? Good to know. You know what's funny? What's funny is I had to switch back and forth between streaming platforms, and then so I don't know like the audio sound. How can you guys hear it now? Switch it back here. No, it's wild. Still musicless. I'm gonna leave it there for a moment until you tell me if that's working. All right, I want to turn it up. See if you guys hear it now. Silence is golden. Good with no sound? All right, you know what? Maybe I'll try that for a while. You guys play your own music. I would much rather not play any music and play my own that I hear. You know what? I'll do that. I'm gonna freaking do that on these streams. No, I'm serious. I would rather not listen to this bullcrap. Quite honestly. Oh my gosh. Then it's boring with no music. Oh no. All right, so you guys play your own music in your own background. Yeah, see that's the problem. I always have like half the people are like, I want to you play it. And then I know, Travis, thank you. Hmm. I'm gonna play my own music by myself for a little bit and see how this turns out. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, come on, let's rock it up. Okay. You guys listen to whatever you want. I won't even turn it on. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? You know, like every other stream I go to, there's music, so it's like, should I play music too? You know? I'd rather not have to, because I'd rather listen to my own stuff. I'd rather put on some 90s hip hop or something in the background. And I know that Michael wants to put on a screamo. Nah. Yours would be like, sorry. The best. Hey man, to each their own. I'm not dissing your music. There's one I heard the other day actually. I was playing really good pool to it. That's like the first time ever. But it had like actual music with it. I don't know. 3-6 Mafia playing right now. That's awesome, bro. Oh, that's funny. I just put it on. I got Stay Fly on right now. Gotta stay fly. I'm not a headbanger type. I did join some pretty crazy mosh pits in my day, even though I didn't like the music. But that was mainly because there's like lots of women around then. They're pretty good fun. Pretty good. All right, we're already at over a 1-to-1, so you guys lock in something probably. I don't know if it's going to take these highs or not. It might only want 50% of this if we're going further down. So that's totally up to you if you want to take some profits. I'm looking at mine right now on my funded. And I am going to take it because it's $3,000. I don't know. Wait, did we get another push? 3,000 times 5, guys. This is the biggest trade I've had in literally probably 3 weeks. All because of 3-6 Mafia. Yeah, I'm taking profit. I don't care. That's good. I want to close this. Woo, 15 grand. Let's do it. That's freaking first in a while, honestly. That was a dry. It was all because that elevator music played. Screw that crap, man. So I grabbed that profit. I feel good on that one. It could go to the moon and I wouldn't even care, but I need to see it like close strong above this. That was a long 3-week, but here you look at it like this. It took me 3 weeks to land this $15,000 trade. And we were back and forth a lot. We had a lot of break-even days and all this stuff. But now I'm good. It's not like record-breaking. $2 p.m. is Zoom. Yeah. So I'll be getting that ready right now. 1 hour bounce still strong. I was just worried about this one. Yeah. One thing that I was kind of skeptical on this 1 hour block. That's the only reason I was just like, eh. This is a 1 hour, but this one already kind of mitigated that. So I was hoping I would see this sweep right here before going up. I was kind of skeptical on it, Michael. I wanted to see this swept right here. That would have been a great buy, but it still was a great buy. That's why I'm still kind of skeptical that that's all it wanted. 650 out. All right. What's up, Vicky? By the way, Vicky, welcome aboard. I just noticed you're one of the new 101 students, and we're going to get you rolling super good. Grateful to have you. I am honestly like debating even going to Zoom. I don't know. Just got out up 700 on my new TPT eval. I forgot to cancel. Beautiful. Thank you. Where do I find the Zoom link for the next session? I've been pondering on the Zoom situation for a while because Really, there's not even that many new people because YouTube's just not sharing my stream out. I don't know if it's because I'm not getting enough likes or whatever, but the comments, there'll be hundreds, and this is what I don't understand about YouTube. There'll literally be what do they actually want? The stream's quality is good. We'll have like people stay on the whole session. They'll have like hundreds and hundreds of comments in the during the live, and then they just still won't show it out. So I don't know. Where do I find this in like YouTube Friday? I got to do one day where it's just YouTube all day. I think just to push it out there more. But man, so 3-6 Mafia stopped in it. It got so quiet in here, my brain just goes. That's back. Did have this little 1 minute or 5 minute break here. That was good. Good trade, guys. Good trade. $837 more for another pass. Great job, man. Uh-oh. You got to turn that off real quick, Brian. This is a good Friday. Who would have thunk Friday would have been my best trade? Best volume trade. Like as much money as I made. I was like, you know what? I'm going heavy on this one. I don't give a crap because it's been a while. Please do what, Vicky? What do you want me to do? Close to the blue VWAP. Yep, Fridays kind of have their own rules. Yeah, we're gonna do it, Vicky. We're gonna do it. I mean, honestly, Vicky, if you look in here, I would say from everybody I'm seeing right here are primarily one-on-one people. And most of you guys have either gotten payouts or you're funded right now. I mean, this week, I think we've had like 20 people pass something. All right, what are we waiting on here? I really wanted to see this external high close above here. We left some fair value gaps down here. Might as well just pull it from here to here. Also have one here. Cloud flip green. Let's look. Ooh, we hit yellow. Oh my gosh, that was classic, wasn't it? Oh, we haven't. All right, hold on 1 minute. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. We just got our cloud flip on Pulse X. We hit block, yellow, cloud flip. This would have been our trade on Pulse X. Oh, and we got the pullback. That so far this is the move with our indicator. We would have already had a 1 to 5.8. Oh, almost a 6. 1 to 6 right there. Look at that. And you take it to the VWAP. Look at that. 1 to 9. I'm sure Mark already took that. Stopped out? Uh-oh. Were you obviously selling? What's that mark? Oh, plus. Oh, praise God. Okay. I'm like, oh, Robert, man, we got to go back to the drawing board. I didn't know what to say. I'm like, oh man, so you were selling, buddy, and you risked really high. That's great. All right, good, good. Yeah, you did tell me earlier, didn't you, Mark? I'm sorry. I need like a direct line from Mark to my phone so he could call me. He just calls me every time there's a freaking flip because he's like my flip king. I like showed them one time and then Mark just ran with it. This guy just ran with this flip. I missed the mark with Mark. That's awesome, Robert. Dude, that makes me very happy. I was like, oh man, I feel bad. 'Cause I was actually kind of dreading going back to the one-on-one folder for a minute there. I'm like, oh no. It's gonna show me like, because no, this happens all the time. Like sometimes the one-on-one students will take the opposite way, and I'm like, oh man, okay, so we got to figure out what happened there. Did you get in a fight with the wife? Did you not sleep good? He needs his own channel. He's just the flip. Can't he just sees the flip like he sees it, and then he runs with it. He'll have 1 to 20s, and he'll just hold them. I'm like, dang. Excuse me. I'm telling you what. I'm just gonna put "Stay Fly" by 3 6 Mafia on loop. Just loop. It puts me in a good mood. I'm pretty sure only members are in here today, so I'm just gonna share it. I'm gonna tell everybody. Is that all right? How about Friday? We just do a full day of YouTube. It's just really annoying switching back and forth from YouTube to Zoom. It really is, honestly. See ya, Paul. Plus 300 got back in after the wick. Down from 150 more. I'm out. Beautiful, bud. So what are we waiting on right now, guys? You were probably wondering. I need to see this close above on the 5. That'd be nice for me. If we can get above the VWAP here, that'd be freaking fantastic. Just more confluence. Then I need to see some kind of liquidity grab. Then I'd look for a buy. Right? So that's just patience right there. Use the private YouTube. Yeah. Hmm. So just actually, I want to do this. Do me a favor. I started a quick poll here. Anchored VWAPs are pretty cool. Bob, isn't the liquidity grab right around that New York Open VWAP? Where is that? Like right around here? 25,796. Uh, I'm sorry. Are you saying that we're targeting or that already happened? 7. I don't know. Maybe give me a time, like the exact time that you're looking at. What I'm looking for is it's a push back up. I want it to come up to this remainder of this fair value gap in this 1 hour block. I really want to buy. If you anchor the VWAP to 930 open. Gosh, I don't even use anchor no more. Gosh, how do you even do that? It's been so long. Is that over here? Yeah, here it is. 930. I used to use anchored like back in the day. So where do you want me to take? Okay. If you use anchored the VWAP 930, I use it as a magnet. Yeah, absolutely. It could also work as if we get above it, it can go to the next deviation. I like this band up here, and usually you can mark it up and line it with something else to the left. Like here you go. Here's the high up here, and here's liquidity up here. It could very well come up to these next bands. You know, definitely is great for a band. Absolutely. I mean, it almost a lot of times lines up with the regular VWAP line. You know, but it's amazing to take trades too. So like from this hour block in this area to there, it's pretty much what we were doing. Yeah, it's great. As far as like deviations, I never had the first band on. I just feel like it's not pulled away enough. So I always use the second and third bands, or I should say, yeah, second and third bands. In some pairs, or that's forex. Some things you want to trade just with the third band, right? And you could use that for kind of confluence, right? So, I mean, here's something for you guys. Okay, now this isn't an entry. This is confluence. So, like, you can say, you know what? I only want to trade when I see it hit the third band, standard deviation, right? Third band, and then take it back up to VWAP, right? That again, that's not saying that's your entry, but that's a confluence in a target. And VWAPs are pretty much the closest thing to, um, institutional type trading or viewing that as well as volume. But in my opinion, the volume stuff, you could just see. I mean, maybe it's because I've been doing this for so long, but you could just kind of see where all the orders are. You know where the orders are essentially because of the blocks, right? Like I know for a fact there's a lot of people that were selling up here with stops up here, and there's a lot of probably buy limit orders. Or and here's the other thing: even if you have second, what's that? The second data or whatever. Not all the orders have to be put in. You know, the institutions will come in. The reason I stopped following it is because the orders won't even be on the books. It won't even be on the tape. And then all of a sudden they come in, almost like they just don't push it through, and they just have their own system to buy when they want to buy, and then all of a sudden they'll just buy here, boom, that wasn't even on the tape. So I don't even like follow the volume. I just go by blocks anymore, and then you can use VWAP. That's very true, Steve. Yeah. So if you want to trade the chop, you can. If it's playing off that first band, you're definitely in the chop. So that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, that's good, Steve. Can you show your settings again in the VWAP? Yeah. VWAP is just your standard. Everything's default for me. Bands calculation mode, standard deviation. I like to have the second and third band on for what we do because we scalp a lot. But like if, for instance, if I had band multiplier 1 on, I mean, you're taking like every freaking trait. Like it's like, you know, you don't need that on, in my opinion. You don't even need the bands on in general. But like if you're looking for an extra confluence, just to kind of add to your mix, to say, okay, this is pulled back enough. I mean, you could even throw in RSIs. Like I have an RSI built into my clarity X indicator. And like, for instance, for a while there, I wasn't trading unless this hit at least 20. And this is the 5-minute. No matter where I'm at, it'll see, you notice this green right here? I don't think I have it set up right. 9.5 chart. That's what we want. No, that was right. I had it right. Whatever it takes to add an extra confluence, you really need that. Like, just say, you know what, I got to see this line up, this line up, this line up, or I'm not doing it, you know? So I could be on the 1 minute. See, hold on, let me show you. Down here, notice how this lines up kind of with the bands. So you could kind of use like RSIs and stuff as an indication of, okay, is this lining up with like an order block right now? And you know, then you could go into diversions and stuff like that, SMTs. I mean, there's so many things you could do, but you got to just pick one or two different things and then say, you know what, I'm only going to get in if this, this, and this happens, period. And the reason you want to do that is because you're going to miss some trades, okay? But the reason you want to do that is so that you don't overtrade, right? Did you change the colors? My VWAP doesn't have the yellow. I never did. I never did, Alex. I have no idea. Too noisy for you, yeah. And then at the end of the day, you don't need any of it. You don't need my indicators. You don't need nothing if you know how to read the chart, right? You just start marking up where's their fair value gaps, where's their order blocks. You know, for someone who sells indicators, I'm telling you straight up, you don't need indicators, but indicators are good for some people love them, you know. I like to use VWAP from high or low of day to help with stop loss placement, but put it under the low, above, or beneath VWAP, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's really good. That's why I love trading. There's so many different like ways to trade, and like I know people that literally can use just an EMA. They love trading with an EMA. I'm not a huge EMA fan. I used to be when I was like first starting, but that doesn't make them a newbie. I know people that have made millions of dollars with just EMA. I mean, so just whatever you prefer, but that's what I love about it. There's so many different like ways to be profitable, you know? It's beautiful. Yeah. Now, here's the thing, like let's say you're out and about. You could throw a VWAP on and Pulse X and be like, all right, cool. You would be up here and be like, well, look, I'm too close to the VWAP. I don't want to even look at it. You know, we start hitting this line, the yellow, like I teach. And then let's say we hit the yellow here, but it doesn't look like we're flipping yet. And this is kind of like too close to the blue. So one of my rules is if we can't get a 1-to-1 with your stop to the VWAP, I don't even look at it, right? So you really needed to push farther away. So this pushed farther away. then you can glance and be like, okay, cool. We're hitting yellow. We're under yellow. We're even hitting this one now. Is there more confluence? Is there like a 1 hour block to the left? Then if so, then cool. All right. So let me maybe look to get in on a flip. So then you could start looking. You could have avoided all this and just finally seeing, okay, cool, we're hitting a 1 hour block, we're hitting yellow, we're about to get a cloud flip. So you could have just spent this much time today trading or like waiting for a trade, like 10, 15 minutes, just glancing back and forth. Set your alert for a cloud flip and then bam. By the way, this is the next trade. If you weren't in on the flip, we could actually do this for fun. If this closes above here, 10-point stop. Now, you got to be willing to lose a few of these sometimes, but when these work, it's like freaking gold. So I'll take that just for fun with a low risk. Like I'm not getting in with high risk here. That's crazy. It once this closes, by the way. Not in yet. I'm just kind of waiting to see if it rejects right here. Where's my how many points is that? 10. Like on this trade right here, if I want to take this, I'm not taking it now. Still trying to. You know why I didn't take it? Because I didn't have my micros ready. Da, 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 da. Guess I need for $100 risk. I need 5. I'll take it if it comes back up. Doesn't have time. But that's another one of my rules. I don't FOMO in. If I don't have my actual risks set yet, like in my brain, I'm like, okay, this is worth $100 risk on a 150K account. Yeah, I said that out loud. Like it's very like low risk, but look, the reward would be $500 times 5 in this case. That'd be $2,500 just for basic math, dummies. Math for dummies. I have them on my charts just for awareness. Have posted my trades in my folder. Awesome, Robert. Yeah, I can't wait to go through all the one-on-one after this. This could very well come down to here, so we just got to be careful. If it comes back up, I'll take it because I'm ready now. 4 seconds behind my clock. Zoom is only about 1 second behind. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to do it anyways. There's nobody new coming on here anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch it. I knew there was a reason why. All right. Boom. Sent the broadcasts out and school. Boom. All right, I'm switching over. All right, guys, if you're new here, If you go to SolomonTrading.com, you can come on our members only live. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe notification bell. I'm going over to the members only right now. No, you're not a Debbie Downer. I just forgot about that point. So, and I don't want anybody to have that kind of experience. All right, guys, I'm switching over right now. God bless. Take care. See you guys over there right now. And I'm entering this trade.